So we are going to do fighting game tips and strategies. This one's going to be fun because I am going to talk about how I see fighting games. This is going to be more general tips, but obviously it'll focus on SF6.
Hey guys, hope you've been enjoying the YouTube content. I've been working hard to consistently upload on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to like the videos and hit that subscribe button.
So I will say one thing that I think is super important how I learned how to play fighting games at least is when I go against a character or I'm seeing like strategies being implemented, I always think you have to know how you're going to lose. I think that's super important, and I think people don't come up with that strategy. It depends for a game to game, character by character basis, but knowing how you're going to lose is to have a strategy to plan around how you're going to lose. So in this scenario, if I'm playing against Mai's kind of a hard one because you know the strategy and it's just hard to stop. Mai's probably going to rely on a lot of EX fan in the drive rush, but you kind of just let it happen, and I feel like there's no way to kind of stop EX fan in the drive rush. But if we're going to another game, hold on. If I am playing, hypothetically, a game like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I see my opponents playing a team such as this, you would have a counter strategy to make sure that Dark Phoenix doesn't have 5 bars. So like I said, it goes by a game basis, per se. So there's ways to counter strategies. If I'm playing in the game such as this, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, if I don't want Dark Phoenix to get 5 bars, I'll just snap. But like I said, it's game basis. Was this an excuse to turn on Marvel 3 and do a sick ass combo? Maybe. Knowing how you're gonna lose is super important. When I play Street Fighter 6, even during my Capcom Cup matches, I kind of already had in theory how I was gonna lose. When I was playing against Emperor, I already had like a strategy kind of in place to know what I was going to do and what I was going to look out for. Obviously, when I play against Ken, I'm always looking out for crouch medium kick, drive rush, get the corner carry. Kind of like this. That's kind of like the main thing I'm looking out for when I'm playing against Ken. Thing is, it's just, you know, hard to stop. In other fighting games, I think trying to stop somebody's main strategy is much easier than SF6. In most fighting games, it's just knowing the general strategy for the characters. Now, obviously, some players might not follow the general strategy, but then it's always important to identify how you're losing, which is step number 2. If I know I'm going to lose to my opponent because, say I'm playing against Ken and Ken keeps doing jump heavy punch on me and I keep getting socked in the head, and the reason I'm losing is because I'm never anti-airing Ken's heavy punch, always keep in the back of your mind, even just like write it down. I was losing because Ken kept jumping on me. Because the only way Ken's gonna beat me is if he jumps at me. So this is where, you know, practicing your anti-airs or just knowing how you're losing. It's usually a reason for why you lost. 99% of the time in fighting games, there's a big reason to why you lost. You know, chat, it's hard in SF6 because like usually I would always be able to identify somewhere where you went wrong, but like in this game is weird because like sometimes you just lose because you guessed wrong or something. And like I said, having good strategies as well, because even knowing how you're going to win is also super important. When I play Manon, I guess my strategy is usually just harass with her big button because her buttons are pretty good. Harass with heavy kick, harass with heavy punch, throw some crouch medium kicks in there, and then when I condition them to stand still because they keep getting hit by normals on the ground, that's when you try to sneak in the command grab. So harassing with Manon's big buttons is really usually my strategy. But yeah, just having good strategies in general, or just knowing how you're going to win, or knowing how your opponent's going to beat you, I feel like is super important when it comes to learning fighting games or just practicing fighting game stuff in general. So that's kind of what I'm scaring for. I know a lot of like the casual audiences don't like hearing it, but I think this game devolves really quickly at high level. So I think the strategy becomes more cut and dry, but the base strategy is very hard to stop. Recommended combos with Manon, I mean, her basic combo is this, the medium punch drive rush one, but I think the best combo to know is probably this one, the EX spin combo. This one's really good, and it gets a medal. And the thing that's good about this combo as well is it takes so long that you're gonna get your drive meter back anyway by the time the combo's over. Jab, jab, heavy up kick is good for Oki as well. You get command grab, Oki. I mean, there's a lot of combos. It's just, if I were to show every single combo, Yeah, getting your good punishes for like even just a DP is good too. But yeah, if your opponent does like wake up DP on certain knockdowns, it's always good to have like optimal punishes already figured out. But yeah, even just knowing to do something like this is super good because you can really make your opponents pay. 5,000 damage easy. I don't want it to be a combo video. It was supposed to be general tips, but general tips in this game is weird because like general tips, I wanted to do like a general tips video, but it was like, it's more for high level stuff and more or less like the general tips video is like, hey man, you just bought SF6. Well, here, buddy, look at the character select screen and pick who you think is cool. I don't want to go that far, like that new. I think one problem I have with SF6 is like, I think when you get, there's like early game where it's like, you know, pick whatever character, you know, have fun, you know, have a good time, yada, yada, yada. Then there's like middle game. You don't know that the game sucks yet, so you're all having a fun time and you're having like a great time just like experimenting with the game, and then you get to the end game. But I think the end game is where the game starts getting bad, and then you start realizing the flaws with the game. Like I said, I think it's hard giving general tips in this game because like I said, I think this game devolves very quickly. It's not even just drive rush, it's like, I don't want to say just drive rush. Drive rush is very important in this game's meta. Knowing when to drive rush and always trying to keep your bars above like 6 is super important. So even if you just get a knockdown with drive rush, at the same time, even like if you're playing a character like Luke, my best advice usually is like, you know, walk around, maybe hit like one of your good medium buttons or use your light kick. But then it's always gonna go to get the hit, do something along the lines of the, do your combo, miss your perfect, corner carry, and then just run your strike throw often. But then just like mix it up between, am I gonna throw loop or delay to try to bait a jab or something. Stay out of range that would bait Guile's jab. But then, like I said, it's just going to devolve into just throw loop. Because even hypothetically, say, I'm going to give every common scenario thing that Guile would do on Wakeup here. So what are Guile's options to do on Wakeup? You would either do Wakeup cross light punch, Wakeup jump forward, Wakeup flash kick, backdash, throw, parry. So say like I'm Luke and I do this combo, I get Guile to the corner. I'm going to throw. Well, I would have got punished because he backdashed. But then, like I said, it always just comes down to messing up your options. I guess wrong. So say I do this now. I punish the jump. Well, maybe not with EX DP. I would have probably done a regular DP if I was bad. Same thing, mixing up your options. I mean, like I said, when it gets to here, you're just kind of just cycling options. Cause, like I said, I don't know what Guile's gonna do. That's DP. Oh, I guess right. Let's try again. I'm gonna try meaty. Yep, I don't know what he did, but he probably held up. Missed my meaty, punished him again. Same thing, just cycling options. I missed my meaty grab. But like I said, when it gets to there, it's just about cycling options. Guile only has so many options he can do, but it's about baiting and cycling the options. Because look, he's gonna wake up, jab. If I knew a better thing with Luke, a better knockdown, I could probably beat a lot of more options than I am beating here. Like if I were Manon, I think I would be able to cover more options than what I'm doing with Luke. Baited. Again. Or Luke. Baited. Bro, this looks like, is that a bot or was that Knuckles? Because he just lost. Because now he's in burnout and I just win the game. I just guessed right 3 times in a row. And then I just do this. Then I win the game. I just beat the AI. It's really about just cycling your options while they're waking up for meaty. I mean, waking up in general. I don't know what the AI is going to do, but if I guess right, I can just run my offense. That's why Manon not getting good Oki off a hit grab is so important. Because I'm never far enough to do anything.